What's up guys, Maldonado here. So I wanted to talk to you guys really quick about this little thing called sports betting. Now if you clicked on this video, chances are you already know exactly what it is, but let me just break it down super simply for those of you who don't know. It's when you bet on a sport. No, but realistically guys, let's say the Lakers are playing the Celtics, and let's say I think the Lakers are gonna win. I can bet $10 that the Lakers will win, and if I'm correct, depending on whether the Lakers are favored to win or not, I can turn that $10 into $15 extra or $20 extra or whatever. And of course, the more money you bet, the more money you potentially have to win back. That is the simplest way I can do that shit, bro. So I started actually doing this sports betting, started the 24-25 NFL season. So about September of 2024. We're on March 2025. So that's about 7 months. And in those 7 months, guys, I have accumulated approximately $25,000. As you guys can kind of see here, unfortunately, well, whatever. I use Bovada, so they only let me check up to like 31 days. In the last 31 days in sports, I have gained a net activity of $6,000. And I don't really understand it because when I click wins on here, well, I kind of do, I guess. It says $28,000 in 31 days. And when I click losses, it doesn't show anything, but I've definitely lost some. But let me tell you guys why I think I've been pretty successful in it. And I think the main mistake that most people do when they're placing bets on sports. Now, again, if you guys want to see the actual like money I had really quick, I have my, I use blockchain to kind of withdraw it. So I have here withdrawals. We'll just count the withdrawals. We'll say 95. So about 10,000, 6,000. So about 16,000 right here. I withdrew in January and December. And then the rest is in my DeFi wallet for some reason. Again, we'll just look at the withdrawals. Withdraw. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm over here looking for the other fucking $9,000. It's still in my DeFi wallet, guys. It's up here. So I just hit this one the other day, and I just haven't withdrawn it to my actual bank account. But the other 16,000 from the account over here, withdraw 6,000 and 10,000. So again, about 16,000 there that I've already withdrawn to my personal account, and I have the other at 9,000 here, which I can withdraw to my personal bank account at any time, by the way. So yeah, in like 6-7 months, I've made approximately $26,000. And let me tell you guys what I do, right? Because I think that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys, hopefully. So I think a lot of people, when they place parlays, they like to like turn $5 into like a potential $10,000 or $5 into $2,000. So they'll place like 8 or 10, what we call legs, right? So 8 or 10 things that you think are going to happen, whether it's money lines and you think these 8, 10 teams are going to win, or it's player props and you think all these 10 players are going to score a certain amount of points above it or below a certain amount of points, and so on and so forth. So I think people get really caught up in the, oh, I could turn $10 into 2,000. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's try it. And they cross their fingers and they hope. I won't lie. I used to do that too at the start because fucking why not? But what I've realized with my recent more success is that it's a lot better to be patient and bet larger sums on things that are more guaranteed. And just really quick, by no means do I try and claim to be an expert. I am not. So what I've been doing recently, guys, is I started by depositing $50 into Bovada. And then I bet on two teams that are around minus 300 odds, which I think about a 75% chance of winning, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I'll do a little bit of research, literally like 10-15 minutes. I'll look on this app called The Score. I'll scroll through. Actually, I'll pull it up for you guys. I'll do a little screen recording for you guys. And I'll tell you guys what my 2 picks are for today. So I'll favorite all the teams that I like, all the games I like, and I'm like, oh, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, and I'll have a pool of like 10 games that I'm like, oh yeah, all these look good. And then out of those 10, I also look the top 2 that I'm like, oh, for sure these ones will win. Do they win all the time? No. Do they win most of the time? Yes. So today, for example, Arizona plays Houston. And like I said, I use the app, The Score. And what it does is basically just give you a little bit of like the injuries, the team stats, points per game, three-point field goals, rebounds, assists, steals, offensive and defensive rating, their last 10 games and whatever. Just a little summary of like a bunch of stats. I'll look at all those stats and I'll be like, okay, I like this, I like this, I like that. Cool. Done. I like this team. They're going to win. And like I said, for example, in this game, Houston is favored minus 280, which is a little less than 75%, probably like 70%, but I still like the odds. Second game I like is also college basketball for today, which is March 15th. I like Akron to beat Miami. Again, shows a summary of their stats. Akron has the better stats in my opinion. They've won more games. They beat them last time by like 30 points. So just a bunch of things pointing in Akron's favor, which I like. And then kind of let me show you how I would do that on Bovada, right? So sports, basketball, let's go. College basketball's already here. I know a lot of people use like FanDuel or Prize Picks or whatever. What the fuck? Where's all this shit at? Okay, here we are. Had a little weird time because I'm not used to having a half screen. But anyways, I'll go to college basketball. Let's find, I think Houston starts at 3. Houston right. Yeah. Houston, I'll select minus 280. Cool. That's the first game I think is going to win. Now let me go to the second game. 430, I think, is Akron right here. Akron's also minus 280. I'll do a little multiple. And right now, as you guys can see, I have $530 in the account. So I don't fucking remember if I explained this earlier. Originally, when I first started, I would put in like $100. I'd bet this. I'd put in like $50. I'd bet that. And I'd do it on like fucking 10-team parlays, 8-team parlays, like I'd say. And I would win like 1 out of fucking 10. So I was kind of losing money at the start. But recently, I started this new strategy where, again, I put $50 in, and then I would bet that $50 on 2 teams like I would do right now. So let's see, for example, $50. That gets me an additional $42. Okay, cool. $42, it's not that much money, but it's a nice amount of money. So I just turned 50, an additional 42, and I get the 50 back since I won, and now I have close to 100. Tomorrow, 2 more teams I like, just like this, that are minus 300 or close favorites, and I would bet all the money I just won. So now I have 92.09. I would bet that all tomorrow. And of course, because I'm risking more, I would be getting more. So let's say that 90 turns into an additional 80. Cool. Now I have 170. The next day, I bet 170. I would get an additional 150. The day after that, bet all 300 or whatever I have, and then keep going and going and going. And that's kind of how I got to 500 right now. So every week, just so I can see a little bit of profit, guys, because at some point you're going to lose. It's going to happen. But I managed to do that strategy of like doubling every day to go from literally 25 to 4,500, I think. And then that's when I withdrew because I started getting scared to fucking bet 4,500. So again, I've had some pretty good success with it because you're giving yourself a really good chance by picking only 2 teams that you're very confident in. And a lot of people get at least 1 or 2 right. Like, it's not that hard. If you know sports and you watch sports and you do a little bit of research, you will get these right. Where it starts to mess people up, like I said, is when they do 8 legs, 9 legs, whatever, or more. And then they're like, hey, yeah, like I hit 7 out of the 8, but if you even miss 1, that's it, game over. So what the fuck was the point of it? So I think this gives me, at least me, the best chance at winning. And you double down every day, you start betting more money. And the best part is, let's say that I get, again, back to 5,000 off this strategy. I deposited $25 from my account or $50 from my account, and then I turned that $50 into 5,000. Now let's say I'm like, you know what, let's try it one more time. Let's see if we can turn this 5,000 into 10,000. I'm gonna bet 5,000 on these 2 teams right now. 5,000. You know what? Let's say freaking Houston loses. Houston loses. Did I actually lose 5,000? I really only lost 25 because that's what I deposited from my personal bank account. I never had this money. This money in here is all, it's like pretend to me. Now, if you really need it and $500 would make a huge difference to you, 100% withdraw, guys. Seriously, withdraw that fucker. But let's say you're like, I just like having some money to play with. I don't need this money, but it would be really nice if I could turn it into more of a profit. Feel free to bet it. I mean, if you're confident in your picks, you're confident. Who cares? But again, let's say you're like, dude, I just need 1,000 for this month. It would really help me out with this or that. Then shit, once you get to 1,000, withdraw that 1,000 or whatever. Another thing I do just to see a little more profit, guys, is every single week, every Sunday, I will withdraw half of it. So if today's Saturday, let's say I'm going to withdraw this whole 500 basically, and I'm going to get an additional 420. I'll be at about 1,000 if they all win. I'm going to withdraw 500 and put it into my actual bank account so I could see a 500 profit for the week. And then guess what? I still got 500 inside of my Bovada to gamble with. Sports bet. I don't like the word gamble, guys. Please. And I still have an additional 500. So that Sunday, I'm going to bet another 500 on somebody else. And then I'll go that week. And then I could turn that week from that 500 from that week into Lord knows how much. All right. But also I'll show you guys kind of the, I kept a whole note about the path I went with this. So I think on day 1, I started with 30, turned it into 40. Day 2, day 3, we turned it into 53. Day 4 into 70. Day 5 into 93. Day 6 into 124, and so on and so on. And you guys get the idea. Basically, by day 19 is when we had 5,100. And I did that for me, my brother, and my girlfriend. So all of us had like $5,000 profit that we withdrew and then kind of started going again from 20. And again, guys, it's been really, really profitable, at least for me. Like, I've managed to go from 0 to $25,000 extra in 7 months. So if you do the math, maybe by the end of the year, that's an extra 50,000. Who doesn't want an extra 50,000? Do not ask me anything about taxes. I do not know anything about taxes, and I do not. Yeah, you figure it out. I'm figuring it out. You figure it out, bro. I don't know. And when I figure it out, I might tell you guys, I don't fucking know. But from what I'm heard, you're supposed to tax it as extra income or something like that. Supposed to. Again, this is not legal advice. Seriously, please figure it out for yourself. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, this is kind of how I've made a decent amount of money for not just myself, but for my brother and my girlfriend. And you know, I mean, if you take into consideration how much I made them, that's an extra 10,000, right? 5,000 each. So really I've made like 35,000 in 7 months or whatever the fuck. But for myself personally, 25,000. With that being said, guys, I think every day what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of record a little bit, like a little documentary of how I am, how the games are going, how I'm feeling, just so you guys can kind of see and kind of experience it with me. And I also know that maybe some of you guys might want my picks. And so I think I'm going to start a Discord channel, which I'm going to have a link at the bottom, where every day I'll put like, hey guys, these are the 2 picks for today. This is the pool of favorites. These are like the 8 teams that I liked. These are the 2 teams I chose out of those 8. And these are the 2 I'm going to go with. You feel free to go with whatever you want, but these are what I'm going to go with. And then you could obviously follow and do the same if you want, or you could do something else because, like I said, I lose sometimes. Another thing, please don't bet more than you're willing to lose, guys. Seriously, like if you're afraid that you're going to lose this money and you really need it, do not bet it. No matter how guaranteed this shit is, don't do it. Fucking crazier things have happened. For some reason, the one thing that always gets me is I'll always remember the 2016 college basketball tournament. And you know what? That's where my problems gambling started. I would always do brackets for March Madness, and now here I am. Wow. But 2016 college basketball tournament, or 2015, one of those. I think Virginia, University of Virginia, number 1 seed, lost to UMBC, number 16. And that shit has never happened in a tournament before. So imagine. So again, if you're not willing to lose it, do not be willing to bet it. All right, guys, seriously. With that being said, enough talking, right? It's day 1. It's Saturday. We're going to place the bet. I like to keep a little bit, like $30 here, just in case I do lose. And then guess what? I don't have to deposit anymore from my personal bank account. I still got 30. I'm starting over with my strategy again. I'm going to bet 30 on that next day, and then 60 on the next day, and then double and whatever, and so on and so forth. So I never have to keep depositing from my personal bank account. It's just recycled. Money I won, I'm just recycling it. And eventually at some point I will withdraw it. So hopefully this one hits and I get an extra 500 tomorrow. With that being said, I'm placing this bet. Houston and Akron to win. That's it. They just have to win. It's not that hard. But yeah, guys, I'll record kind of the live updates. And like I said, by the time this uploads, it should be, today's the 15th, the 22nd of March. By the time y'all see this. So hopefully we're up. And hopefully I can help you guys get some money too. Because who the fuck don't want money? So my fault, guys. I didn't realize I didn't even finish recording the video or the outro to the video because my dad came in, and then it's a whole different day right now. I'm not even gonna lie. But Akron and Houston won, so we up to 950, something like that. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Like I said, if you guys want to follow, because I know, I do decent research and I've made some decent profit. If you guys want to follow my picks, the Discord's gonna be in the bottom. Discord's gonna be like $5 or $10 a month, guys. But to be honest, for all the profit we're gonna be making, like I said, I made like 25,000 in like 6 or 7 months. It's gonna be easy. So hopefully it can help you guys out and you guys can make some good picks. We can all make some good picks, and that way you guys can see a good amount of profit. With that being said, guys, I won't take up any more of your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Deuces.